There is not a doubt that farmers would benefit hugely by being involved in DairyBase. You really can't manage what you don't measure.
Being able to use DairyBase to benchmark ourselves back on previous financial years has been really good. So from our point of view, it sort of gives us that roadmap almost of where we're going and any sort of alert areas that we need to be conscious of, whether it's cost of feed or how much feed we're bringing in on farm, and just measuring our pasture consumption as well.
It's really easy to compare your own data against subsequent years or previous years to see what changes have been happening in your business. The data is constantly there, available for you, as you can see on the screen here, and you can just select or deselect whichever years it is that you want to use to compare. Some of the areas that we would be looking at measuring are things like our feed reserves, is our fertiliser usage, milk production, and our financial position as well.
Our discussion group recently had an advisor come in and talked about DairyBase and how to set it up and use it. The feedback from the discussion group was really good, and I know that there's a number of businesses within the discussion group have gone down the line of using DairyBase. So I think it's to be able to do that comparison, to do the scenario testing. It just is one of those tools that pulls all your financial and all of your physical farm data into one spot. The industry is always going to have price volatility, and then through DairyBase you can calculate your cost of production. So once we know our cost of production, we can work around when we know our milk price, feed that into the system and look at how that's going to impact us on the following year, and we can make management decisions around that, because once you've got your physical farm stuff in there, you've got, you know what grass you can grow on farm, and then sort of work on what inputs that we're going to require across the year as well. So from that point of view, I think it's a good thing.
That's where the power of that comes in, because it can tell you exactly what it is it's costing you, so you can start making some fair income decisions about, you know, running your business and reducing either the costs or potentially looking elsewhere for higher returns.
I think DairyBase can help farmers with their profitability because, again, you manage what you can measure. So if you're measuring your farm inputs, you're measuring your farm physical performance against your financial performance, then yeah, it's got to make it a little bit easier to be profitable. It won't be the only thing, but it'll be one of those things that will definitely help you. The good thing with DairyBase is that there's plenty of support available. When we did our discussion group, the funding that was done for that was through Dairy Australia.